Hello everybody, I am Suzanne and I am making it in Maine. So I am upstairs in my sewing room. It used to be pink and now it's sort of a tannish color. I mentioned in one of my other videos that I had a love for pink and brown quilts, and I used to wear a lot of pink and brown. So yeah, I got rid of the pink. And so this room is unfinished because, well, mainly it's the floor that's unfinished because I had the brilliant idea that I didn't want hardwood floor like the rest of the house, beautiful hardwood floor, because I had it in my head that I wanted a whole floor cloth. Thanks to my friend Linda, well, she's not, yeah. It's because her husband put a whole floor cloth down in their guest house, and I loved the idea and I wanted to do it up here. So this floor has been unfinished since we had this house built in 1999. So I made a small floor cloth several years ago. Let me get that and I'll show it to you. So here it is. It's not very big, so I'm 5 feet tall. So I don't know what that is. 4 feet, 3 feet, I don't know. Anyway, I painted the canvas with just some craft paint, and then I cut fabric circles. A larger one and a smaller one, and then I used Mod Podge to apply them to the canvas, and then I Mod Podged over the whole thing. So it's, I don't know, sort of like polyurethane, but not really. So that is my mini floor cloth. And so I had the brilliant idea to do the whole floor up here, and my sewing room, everything's pushed aside because I was painting, but also in anticipation of me starting this dang floor. I have a few books on floor cloths. This one is more like what I did, decoupaged floor cloth. And this one is more hardcore, using paint and all that sort of thing. So it's quite a process. So I'll show you a little bit of what my sewing room is like right now. It's a little bit of a disaster. So here is, yeah, I guess you can see that. So this is a lot of my fabric stash. These two shelves are, well, except for a little bit of it, but these are mostly reproduction fabrics. I have a lot of Joe Morton, and Judy Rothermill is the other reproduction fabric designer that I really love. So that's a lot of that, and then down lower it's just other fabric that I liked at the time and bought. And let's move over here. So this is an old treadle sewing machine that belonged to my ex-husband's grandmother, and his aunt was going to throw it away, and I could not handle the thought of that. I mean, it's lovely. Um, I need to have my friend Victoria, who is a sewing machine guru. I need to have her redo the belt on it because it's broken. Are you wondering what this is? Well, I'll tell you about that in another video. iMovie chopped off what I was referring to. This is the, oh no, Mr. Bill. This is the table runner that I've been working on, the needle turn applique by Linda Brannick. So that's that pattern, and my freezer paper templates are inside and wanted to escape. Let's see. Yeah, this is a notebook full of craftsy classes that I purchased, and yeah, I'll probably talk about that later. I'm gonna set this on the floor for a minute so I can show you something. Okay, so this is a fabric designer. All right, wait, I've got to run and get something to show you. Okay, I'm back. So the fabric that I'm about to show you is tied to something else I'm going to show you. So when I worked for a seed company after my mom died, lots of people worked there to go through the aisles and pick seeds off the shelves for people's orders. I also did packing there too. It was nice to get to do both because 8 hours of just picking seeds off the shelves is a little tedious. And I like variety. Variety is my middle name. So people would go pick their packets for an order and then bring them back to a table. And we all had a number, and we all had a wooden stick that would mark our place at the table. So that's where we'd come back to after we'd gathered our seeds. So my number was 38. And some people would, I don't know, draw stuff on their marker to fancy it up. Some people just had the number on there. Well, I wanted to fancy mine up, but I don't draw. I don't have drawing skills. So this is what I did. I decoupaged fabric to my stick. So this side has the fabric that I'm about to show you. I don't know why. I'm just obsessed with this woman's designs. And seemed very appropriate because here she is in the garden and I was working at a seed place. So the other side has Joe Morton fabric. See the woman there? And I love purple and green fabric together. So there's that one, that side. So super fun. I really love this. I've held on to it because, I don't know, it's just a memento of that time in my life. All right, so let me show you some of the sweet, sweet fabric. Well, first, okay, so here is some of that piece. See, there's the garden lady. It's just such super, super cute prints. See her and her basket and her little doggy. Super cute. Here she is with a ladder. Don't know what she's going to do with that. Maybe she's going to clean her gutters. I don't know. Okay, so that's more of that. That. Okay, here's a sweet one. Why is that green fabric in there? I made a pillowcase. Should go get that, but I'm not going to. I made a pillowcase out of this super cute fabric. Don't you love that birdie? Yeah, sweet, sweet. Just love this fabric. So yeah, I made a pillowcase with that. And it had the edge of the pillowcase was that. All right. What else? I think that's more of the same. Yep. And then last year, I was at Martin's, which in Maine is a discount store. They buy out, different stores and whatnot. My favorite reproduction fabric shop that closed this year, Martin's came and bought out all of the rest of her inventory. I don't know if it's still there. Kind of would like to go see, but I don't really need any more fabric just because it's cheaper. Anyway, I sometimes fall victim even though I don't need it, but so I think I had this. No, I had this, but look at this. How cute is that? An owl and a fox and a bird. Super, super cute. I made a little, I think it's downstairs. I was starting to make a little pin cushion with it and had some mini pom-pom fabric around the edge. But I think I took it downstairs to my makeshift sewing room with the anticipation of getting it done. But this is fabric I found at Martin's in the last few months. Sort of autumnal. The colors. So cute, right? Oh my gosh, I don't know why, but I am just obsessed with this designer. Let's see if I can tell you. Bloom and Grow. Okay, here it is. Corey Dantine, I don't know, by Blend, Bloom and Grow. I'll have to look that up. All right, I won't get fancy with folding that. And there was some of this. This doesn't have all those little people on it, but I just thought that was pretty to go with it. And these are big. This was a panel. So I think these would be cute on some of my children's library bags. Squirrel. I call my friend Linda a naughty squirrel. There's owls. More squirrels. I guess I have to turn it over. Fox. And hedgehogs. Super cute hedgehogs. So super fun fabric, right? Love it so much. Okie dokie. So that's what's on the top of my treadle sewing machine. All right, so behind, let me bring you a little bit closer. So behind, I've got some heavy quilting thread here, and also buttons in jars, an old iron, cast iron, some books, some patterns, more thread, more books and patterns, and a lot of my rulers are here. Oh, hello. Please forgive me, but I'm only half of a person. I have no bottom half, and I'm unclothed. Ooh, please forgive me. Yes, how do you like my hair? Pretty nice. All right, I've got to go. Bye. Yes, so I started making her in true Suzanne fashion. Stopped. I was doing her at the reproduction quilt fabric shop that I just told you about, and I was doing her along with some other people, and I don't know what happened. I don't know if the the class ended or people stopped going and then I lost interest. But yeah, I love it, and I will finish it, I think, I hope. Let me see if I could show you what she actually looks like. That's not it. Whoops. Watch out for your thread. Yeah, I can't find the image of it. Anyway, that's that. And down below there is some more fabric, and down below there, more fabric, and a box that has some stitchery in it, a box that has some little scrap fabric, a box that has some miniature needle punch patterns in it. This is an empty box that had a little kitten doll that I got for my granddaughter. It's such a nice little box, I can't bear to throw it away. And then over here, well, this is just a table, a low table that belongs elsewhere. It has a mishmash on it right now, and in the corner here is shelves with more books, patterns, some of my Buddhist books back there. Down there, this is called a firkin, and it says sugar on it. It belonged to my mom. It's an antique container. Yeah, go ahead and do a internet search on firkin, Firkin or En, I'm not sure, but I think they were just wooden barrels, buckets that years ago people would store their sugar and flour and that sort of thing in. Here is the view. Here's the view. Well, hold on. There's the view out my sewing room window. You can see the gardens and whatnot down there. All right, so this is the blank side of my room because, as I said, all the stuff got moved so that I could paint and work on the floor. So let's walk over this way. Here's the other window that looks out onto the driveway and part of our garage. This is a partial curtain that I, once again, started, haven't finished it. I love this fabric. Let me bring you closer. It has some pink and this beautiful sort of teal color. I just love that fabric. So anyway, I made the valance and this, and it was just so stiff because I lined it, and it's so stiff that to make it a half curtain would just be, I don't know. So, and maybe it's because I made this too tight, but I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna leave it as one, and if I want to you know, have the window open, get some air, I can just pull it down. But the other window only has the valance. So I need to do at least one more of these. Or maybe I will try to do two, but not make this stitch, this channel so snug. We'll see. Okay, so in this corner of my sewing room, again, stuff is shoved to the side, but This is my infrared sauna. It's great because it collapses and goes in a zippered case, so you can transport it around, or when you're not using it, you can fold it up and put it in there. These are quilts, pink and brown quilts that I recently showed you, and they are there because I haven't put things back up on the wall in this room. And here, this is a small cork board that also goes on the wall that I have things tacked to that I don't want to forget. A little pile of fabric back here. This fabric I got at the reproduction shop that closed, and I love it. And you know, I love the colors, but also it reminds me of an old linoleum floor. And that's what floor cloths were, sort of the early linoleum floors. Before linoleum was developed or made, I think people used floor cloths. So I just adore that fabric. What do you think? Do you like it? All right. So this next bit is, okay, so the table that I'm going to show you, I'm baring my soul with you today. I'm real. It's real Suzanne TV, if you will. Yeah, you get the real me. You get no makeup. You get no nail polish. Yeah, you're going to get the real deal when you're with me. So normally I never would have shown such a thing, especially on camera, but I'm going to show you. So I think I did show you my design wall. I moved it from where the my sauna is, back over here in front of the closet door opening. And behind that closet door opening, which I'm not going to show you that today, there's shelving and, dare I say, more fabric. And that end of the closet is where I have my wool for my rug hooking and wool applique. So here is my messy table. So this table would sit perpendicular to my sewing table. So this is just where I would lay stuff. I used to sew on top of this, and then after my mom died, I took her sewing table, and it allows the bed of the sewing machine to be level with the top of the table, which I couldn't do with this. So this is just a mishmash of various things I was working on. So I showed you the Lori Smith brown and pink fabric stuff that I was working on. So I've got bits of that in progress. I've got squares prepped for it. I think I told you I had some of the little baskets underway. So I've got 2, 3. I love that fabric. Oh, am I counting right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8. Let's see how many it calls for. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have all my baskets done. So I just need to do those little circles, and yeah, and then of course the other triangles and the borders. So yeah, and then I have other strips already cut, and more strips here. This is for pinwheels in the garden. Let me set this down and I will show you what that one looks like. Love it. Okay, here's pinwheels in the garden. So beautiful. Do you like pink and brown? Do you like these kind of quilts? This is also, let me have a drink of water. Just 1 second. It's very dusty. I told you dusting is my least favorite chore, and up here in my sewing room where I haven't been spending much time because it was winter and cold and this room is unheated. Anyway, my mom got me this when I was little. It has a case that it goes in, but I wanted it on display, and I need to ask my friend Victoria about this too, because I was never able to sew with it. So anyway. Super cute, eh? All right, let's see. Got this at a wool and yarn shop that used to be, but is no longer. Thought it was super cute. A pin cushion on an old rusty spring. What else can I show you here? Already showed you those. Oh, there's more. Hey, how did those pineapple pieces get over here? Hold on, I want to put them where they belong. Yes, so here are more pieces cut out. What do those go to? It says 4-patch. 4-patch. 4 patches. Yep. I think this is, here's 4 patches. I'm not going to take all my little thingies off, although one just dropped off. All right. So there's all that. What do I have in here? Oh, this probably goes with it. I love these paper mache boxes. I have covered some decoupaged, some of them with fabric. I can show you one of those at some point. Let's see, what else do I have here? Okay, so this was part of the Craftsy class that I purchased, and I was trying to make letters. It's sort of like improv quilting, maybe, sort of, I don't know, but there's an N and there's an A. I don't like how straight that looks. I'd like it to be a little more organic looking. So anyway, there's that. What else do I have under here? What else do I have under here on the go? It's a little hexagon thing. I love this. I tore this out of a Patchwork and Quilting magazine. Sweet, sweet house. I have a thing for houses, so at some point I want to do those. I also have a thing for pears. Here's a fig tree pattern. I love her fabrics and her patterns. Here's another one that I absolutely love. I need to do that sometime. Also, sewing machines. I'd like to make one of those for my friend Victoria, the sewing machine guru. And this is a Renee Plains. I have a lot of her patterns. I love her patterns. This is super cute. This is little dresses. And I think it would be so fun to do a little memory quilt with your little girls' dresses. So if you'd like me to make one for you, give me a shout out because I could do it. All right, so there's a few patterns I have laying around. When I was making a churn dash, my purple and green churn dash quilt that's not finished, it's a work in progress. I had some leftover bits, so I was going to turn them into little coasters. And this was another block for another quilt, and there again, I thought this was a leftover, so I could turn that into a coaster. Could be another coaster. Another coaster. And this would be sort of a larger mug mat coaster, but this has the cherry fabric is fabric that was my mother's from years and years ago that she made Barbie doll clothes with. So I kind of wanted to do something with that. So these are little 1-inch squares. And there's the back. Yeah, so that just needs a little bit of quilting, and that could be done. These, okay, let me show you this. This is something I purchased from the reproduction shop that I used to frequent. See that? It's called Savory Friendship Star Quilt. What a big quilt. Let me see what the dimensions are. 81 by 84. I don't think I've ever made a quilt that big. I'd have to measure. Anyway, finished blocks are 9-inch square. So there they are. And again, true Suzanne fashion. I've started but not finished. Oh boy. Let me show you a few. I was doing a lot of, I think this is called serpentine fabric. So yeah, I was on a serpentine kick. So I have a whole piece of fabric that has all these various little prints. Is that one? And that one. Oof, I love this orange fabric. I love orange. Orange. I think this would be a little signature. You could write a name in there. More serpentine. Yeah. Same fabric line. One in brown and one in brown and reddish. There's the blue one, and that one says savory. Different from savory food. I'm gonna have to Google, internet research that one. I don't like always saying Google it, though that is the dominant search engine these days. There's another one. Is that right side up? Yeah. There's another savory. And I had the blue version of that fabric. As I mentioned once before, fabric, I think I mentioned if it wasn't a deleted video, fabric designers do their fabrics in different colorways. So it's the same print, but just in a different color. Oh, and here is a reddish one. So there's blue and red and green. All of that same print. Oh, here's a sweet rabbit. Grab it, you rabbit. Every time I say the word rabbit, I want to say grab it, you rabbit. I don't even know where that comes from. If I just made it up, I don't know. And here's the last one that I have done. This is sort of a purple on a tan background. So there you have it. There are those. And here's just a piece. I have yardage of this, but there's a piece of that fabric. Okay, what else can I show you here? Okay, remember my video on needle turn applique? More of it. And I couldn't, the pineapple was missing. Dun da da da. Here it is. Here's the pineapple. Oh boy. That's what happens when your sewing room is in such disarray. All right. My Etsy shop, the image for my Etsy shop is one of these little girls. She's rather floppy. I think if I make more, I need to use some sort of stabilizer, but these are just raw edge little girls. Cute. I have made and sent some to grand nieces before, but there's one. This girl is really rough around the edges. Just her dress, not her. She's very sweet, but her dress is very frayed. She's a hard-working girl. Maybe that's her only dress and it gets laundered a lot. That's why it's so frayed. And here is a sweet redhead. Ginger, they call redheads, I believe. And she is unfinished. She doesn't have arms and legs yet. Or she doesn't have hands and legs yet. So there she is, sweet Ginger. All right, so there's that. This is old as heck. I have one of these downstairs. You make my heart smile. Whose heart do you make smile? I hope somebody's. And I hope somebody makes your heart smile. Okay, this is up. Here's more of that cherry fabric that was my mom's. So I told you, I showed you one of the Craftsy classes, part of it, doing those letters. And here is another one. This is a little girl. There's more to her little quilt, but this is all I got done. And the reason I stopped is because I gave her a hat. Let's see, how does that go? I don't even know if it goes. Must go this way because the writing I wouldn't. Yeah, I just didn't like, and that would be, of course, a quarter of a turn. So I'm trying to do that. Yeah, to give you an idea. So I don't know. I just didn't like the hat on her. Kind of it picks out the orange in her dress, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just being too picky. Maybe I'm just being too picky. Get it done. Get it done. So there's that. Oh, I have so much on the go. I tell you what, just so much I want to do. Too much to do and with too little time. This is a little friendship quilt and miniature dolly and bed. Got that pulled out because I want to do it. It's not started, but it's pulled out. Let's see. This is there's a shop in New Hampshire called Keepsake Quilts or Keepsake Quilting, I don't remember. But I used to get some stuff from them from time to time, and you could get these boxes of, I don't know what they are, 1 1/4 inch square, I don't know. I don't think I have a ruler here handy, but anyway, I have 4 boxes of those. So I picked out a bunch of blue ones and put it together with some white, and yeah, don't know what I'll do with that. That could be a little dolly quilt. Yeah, don't know. So it's a little bit crooked. Some of my rows are crooked. Don't worry about perfection. Don't let the perfect be the enemy of the good. I have made one of these. This is a little needle keep. What do they call it? Tag sewing keepers. Yeah, looks like a tag. I have not made the scissor one, and I did not make that one, but I have made one of those, and I've got a partial already in there. Finish it. All right, I have some quilting magazines up here. Don't know why they're up there, so I'm going to take them off. Set them down under here. What else? What else do I have? Oh, I told you I like houses. So let me show you what that goes for. Look at these super cute little guys. Yeah, make some of those. Oh, I just need somebody to pay me to stay home and make. That's all I want to be, is a maker. Maker. You can help me. Subscribe to my channel. Share with other people that might like it. That will help. That will help. Okay. Pile some of this stuff up. I'll put that underneath because it's going to be a while before I get to that bed, that little dolly bed. All right, what else do we have under here? I don't know why that fabric's there. It's not the right kind. All right, so let me see this. Okay, you see this? That pretty little star quilt. That's fig tree fabric also. Put that back on my design wall. So I have some pieces of it cut here. Cinnamon Stars, it's called. There you go. Cinnamon Stars. So as you can see, mine is not like that. I'm not doing all that dark fabric, and I'm not making it that big. May have been my intention when I purchased it, but not anymore. And I don't really care for the blue fabric in with some of it. So I put together the colors that I like, which are the purples and the green and the gold and the cream color. Yeah, those are the colors that I like together. So I have that ready to sew. What else do I have here? That's a book. I don't need to show you that. So there's that. Wait 1 second. I guess I can put it on there. All right. So there's my Cinnamon Stars. I have a lot more of that cut out. But where could it be? Let me see. Got a Christmas stocking pattern here. 1.5-inch squares. Let's stick that there. Let's just move the pile. Let's move that pile over here so I can get to something else I'd like to show you. Here's a ball that I wrapped with, this is fig tree fabric, that I wrapped with skinny little strips. Okay. Oh, look, there's more of that. I better move this pile back over here. Oh boy, it's gonna be an avalanche. Gonna be an avalanche. That goes with Lori Smith stuff. Stick that in there. This is Lori Smith. I'm not going to show you that book right now. So, oh, that looks like that's some cinnamon and stars fig tree fabric right there. Okay, so this, I have a big quilt made with, I'm just gonna roll you down here. So this fabric, let's see, what's it called? Can't remember, but I love it. And I'm using these sweet little what look like cross stitch pieces, and I'm using fabric to border it. So there's a partial, and I need to get some more of this. This is called grunge. I need more grunge fabric, but I think I'm gonna have to reach out to a quilt shop, an online quilt shop, to ask if they have some of that. Let me just, I'm gonna go get the quilt that's unfinished that I made with that lovely fabric. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I decided that I better show you unfinished quilts in another video. Otherwise, this one is going to be way too long. But I did find the other bits to the cinnamon and stars quilt blocks. Those, I have them in a tote right here. And I'll just show you the other colors together. I like the red and green together, but for some reason, the blue just didn't seem to belong. So anyway, there's red and green. I really like that together. Let's see if I have any, yeah. I don't know why, I should have just left the blue out altogether. So there it is with blue. That one is very unbalanced, but there's another one. I guess it's hard to balance two pieces of blue. Well, no, this one is more balanced because they're opposite. Don't know why I did those like that. Odd. So red and blue isn't bad together, but I don't know. Anyway. I don't know what I'll do with these. Somebody might like them. Somebody might like the combo of those colors. So anyway, there's that. I do have some decent size yardage. Well, maybe it's not. No, it's not yardage because there's other fabrics rolled up in there. But anyway, we'll see what happens with all of that. So I think I'm going to wrap up there today because my goodness, I need to do other things today too. So I hope you enjoyed a little spin around my sewing room. I didn't show you what's behind this table. What's behind door number 2? What's behind table number 1? Okay, so behind there is an antique dresser. And in those drawers, you guessed it, more fabric. Up on top, I have some of my knitting needles. I have some blocks for a little girl's quilt. Yeah, so anyway, little mishmash back there. All right. Have a lovely day. From my heart to yours. I hope you stop back soon. Give me a thumbs up if you like what I show you and what I talk about. Share if you think somebody else might like it. I'd so love it if you would subscribe. You do have to sign into YouTube to subscribe. You don't have to stay signed in, but you do have to sign in if you want to subscribe and if you want to comment. I'd love to know what you think about what I make, food or handcrafts or otherwise. People, other makers in Maine will be coming. I'm just trying to get my ducks in a row and make sure I have the right equipment so that I can do them justice when I interview them. All right, from my heart to yours. I hope to see you soon.